Alright, it's time for another Maokai game. And unlike he's been used in LCS, I'm still playing him in the jungle. Which one? Because trees belong in the woods and stuff. Well, all the animals, and other foliage survives. So, anyways, same runes and masteries as last time. Magic pen red, well, I actually think it's attack speed in this one. Armor yellow, magic resistance blues, about 6 cooldown reduction blues, movement speed quints, and I'm just gonna shut up because this part's hilarious. The enemy team invades my Braum and Lucian, and you kind of know that's just a bad idea because Braum and Lucian, with his passive, is fucking stupid as shit. I arrive and start, tree punching the shit out of bitches. And this Vayne is very, very hesitant to actually use her flash, and it probably would have saved her fucking life. So the first blood goes to Lucian, the second blood goes to me, and TF showed up and fails his flash, so he's gonna be, chased down and killed like a sick kitten. So, hey, come on, stab him already. Bam, there. Dead Talon. So, I can easily say we're off to a good fucking start. So, my masteries are, I believe, 5, 21, 3. Movement speed. Actually, no, 6, 21, 3. Movement speed and utility, cooldown reduction in offense, the magic talent that's in second tier, and I believe just the increased damage. So, alright, so, go off to gank Twisted Fate, he tries to run away, and of course, tree slap him like a bitch. So I hope you saw how that gank went. I put the little seedling to the left just to cut out his escape. If I had thrown it on him, yeah, it would have slowed him and everything. But I actually didn't remember at that time if he had used his ghost or if he had his ghost up or whatever. So I didn't want to try to run. I wanted to keep him away from that side. So when he went down through the river and tried to get to his base, he would have to go through that dangerous fucking curve. You see, that curve down mid lane, also he actually had ghost and he's trying to gank top for some reason. That little curve in mid lane, where, from the enemy raid to the river, when you try to go through it and go around it, you lose so much distance between you and your enemy. Especially if they have sight on you. So that's pretty much like an unofficial gap closer being given to me, and I'm able to trap them. Here, in any case, I've been waiting quite a while to kill the Nidalee, and Jax and I cross our CC and she survives. However, she really, really, really wants to kill this Jax, so I stick around waiting for her to do that whole pounce shit, flash in and kill her with the Jax helping me out. So Nidalee is taken to the grave like a kitty bitch she is. So now she's dead. I'm rolling around in money, so I instantly buy the Spirit of the Ancient Golem right off the bat. Actually, that's kind of a pointless use of two of the same kind of words right there. But anyways, Maokai. He's been used a lot in top lane for some reason, and I mean, I know the reasons. It's because he's kind of like an immovable object, sort of like Gragas is. But shit. I like him as a jungle. I've always liked him as a jungle. It's kind of made me sad that he exists in other things. And if he becomes a really strong top laner, Riot's going to say, but we got to nerf him now because we overbuffed him. And then the whole cycle repeats itself where Maokai will no longer be a good top laner, nor will he be a good jungler again. So it's just like this kind of evil cycle that goes through League of Legends. Make it buff champion. He ends up becoming stronger where he's not intended to be, and where he's okay where he is intended to be. But, in order to balance him out where he's not supposed to be, he gets gutted. So, yeah, sadness. I mean, what Riot could probably do is just change his W back to what it used to be. Sure, it's going to hurt his damage, but holy shit, the little Saberling change and the ultimate change was well enough to make him a cool-ass jungle pick to choose. You'll notice what I mean by that in the later team fights. His ultimate becoming way more functional in fights and way more usable has made him insanely strong late game. Alright, so bottom lane, they jump my teammates, they kill the Braum, but the mistake is that they're deciding to gank while I'm fucking alive. Hopefully you see how I use my ultimate. I wait to pop my ultimate until I get Nocturne in range and hit him. I knew Lucian would kill the Thresh from behind. If you saw the video yesterday about shepherding, that's kind of pretty much the basic gist of it, where you don't waste any of your power, your limited power as a tank, trying to, for basically little gains, and you try to control the battlefield by either shooing somebody else or trapping them so your teammates can, after they finish somebody else, kill that target too. I hope you saw that. It was with Nocturne. I let Thresh live, went after Nocturne, kept them away from my teammates, and then the Twisted Fate ended up killing the Lucian anyways, but it doesn't matter. So, Maokai's ultimate. Why am I saying that it becomes overpowered later? Well, here's the gist of it. Like, back then, you could avoid it. Like, you can toss your ultimate on a fight, and then your enemy team backs off or avoids it, and it's kind of useless. People forget that the damn thing removes, it reduces damage by 20% from all sources outside of towers. So now, late game, imagine your teammates being buffed up either by auras from yourself, from auras from other teammates, from all sorts of tanky buffs and shit like that. They've become juggernauts with their Banshee's Veils and shit. And 20%, among all that, you add 20% damage reduction just on top of that. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's, that's why Maokai has always been considered one of the best aura whores in the game. Like, one of the items I'm purchasing this game is Lockout of the Iron Solari, because in combination with my ultimate, that's just going to reduce a lot of damage. And another ideal thing would be to get Frozen Heart, but I wouldn't really consider that, a rush item against my opponents in this game. In fact, I'd rather probably go for Randuin's. So, if I really, in some cases, a Frozen Heart, Lockout of the Iron Solari, Maokai with his ultimate being channeled through, would fucking be insane. One of the dumbest things you'll ever fight. You'll see how little damage you actually do. Anyways, here comes the fight top lane. My teammate, Talon, gets caught, and he's trying to, make a run for it. And I managed to kill the Nidalee. Again, take her to kitty hell. 3 people are here top lane, and I'm using my W to just pretty much avoid the Twisted Fate pick a card. And before you say it's just a fluke, he's going to try to do it again right now. It's 3 versus 1, and I feel I can kill him, especially because Jax is coming so close. Twisted Fate throws his gold card again. I avoid it. It's easy. And then, I just get murdered before Jax actually arrives. I was going to flash towards him, and hopefully, he'd be able to kill some other people. But, nah, he just kills one. So, I actually picked Maokai because I saw the enemy pick Twisted Fate and Nocturne. Nocturne, not so much of an advantage Maokai has over him, but Maokai has always been someone who absolutely shits in Twisted Fate's heart. Mostly because Twisted Fate has no escapes of his own, and Maokai's snare is just like a death sentence to anybody without escapes. So during lane, I'd be able to instantly grab Twisted Fate, CC him down, and hope my teammate tears him a new one during the time span. So Maokai's always been a great pick versus Twisted Fate. I guess the other ones, not so much. I'd want to pick him more against an AoE team, but it's all cool. It's like, I'm a fucking beefcake right now. I bought Warmong's armor really early, so you can see how huge my health is. Here we try to catch the Vayne, but she escapes, so we turn our attention to the Nocturne. He's going to get to escape too. No, wait, no, he dies. Twisted Fate's the one who gets to escape along with Thresh. So yeah, those two escape. Well, that also leaves us with a free dragon on our side. So hooray for us. We got ourselves a blue. I give it to Talon this time. And the next thing I'm purchasing is the Locket of the Iron Solari. Buying 2 ruby crystals right now, so I can make great use of my Spirit of the Ancient Golem and just stacking health. Look how fucking healthy I am. I know I don't have the most resistances, but combined with my ultimate, I'm gonna be a fucking sponge. So Maokai, either you rush auras or you get fed and rush health and become an unstoppable juggernaut, and where your damage kind of relies a lot on cooldowns. So, I know some people have always said, why do you max out your Q first? Even before this change, his Q is the most spammable and most reliable spell of his, and it also deals a lot of damage in comparison to what other crap you could have been doing. So yeah, the Saplings technically deal the most damage if you land on them and then explode, but that shit's not reliable. So we tower dive easily and start crushing people, but we tank way too many turret shots, and then Nidalee proves her shittiness by just how much damage she can do in close quarters. So all our damage dealers die, so me and Braum, with our little mana, can't really do much to fight these off. But of course, we really, really want these blue. So as soon as Twisted Fate gets through the line of sight, I jump him. I knew he was coming down. He didn't have vision of us, or else he would have been more precautious about that. But I attacked him just as he was leaving the line of sight, so he couldn't properly react to us jumping on him, and he died. We get the blue, and then I run away, and they really can't pin me down, so I just kind of, scamper off like a total tramp. So right now we definitely have the advantage in the game. Though, of course, it's not a definitive advantage, because even though we have a lot of kills, they have they're pretty close to us in gold. We even knew this back then, because holy shit, their farm was, badass, and their Vayne is a murdering machine, almost at least. I mean, our Talon is pretty fucking fed, but he's kind of suicidal in every aspect of the word. I kill the Nidalee, which makes me super happy. It makes my wood stand up. So, anyways, tree jokes aside, Maokai is probably going to get fucking nerfed. I guarantee you that. He's a little bit overbuffed. Not overbuffed, if not, the word is, having unintentional consequences. Like I already said, top lane, it's a little bit ridiculous. And the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, along with his passive, is pretty fucking ridiculous. Like, look at this. I'm taking a beating from 3 people. I kill one, I back off, and then as soon as, again, line of sight trick, I kill the Thresh. And then even so, it takes quite a little bit to kill me. The fucking passive is insane right now. And they're probably going to tweak that shit because, you know, it's a little too strong. I mean, if you've seen the top lane Maokais with their Rod of Ages, with their eventual Warmogs and their Iron Solari shit and stuff, damn, do they just not die? And that's an airplane if you hear that in the background, so just forgive that. So anyways, fight breaks out again. I catch Nidalee, and, you know, she gets sent to her grave. Nocturne jumped my teammates, so I just turn around and CC him, and then, like, I know my teammate's going to kill him, though Lucian cuts it close, because for some reason he decided to fight it on... Oh, no, wait, it's Talon. He decided to fight it in a little bit melee range and just not let his other teammates kill it. Either way, we get the kill, we take the tower, and we're all better for this. Even so, it's not going to be rainbows and posies and stuff like that, because if we were just dominating at that point, we'd be having much more cleaner kills. So my Lucian teammate who dared try to go for Dragon dies. And then Jax is here, and I jump on the Vayne, and we deal so much fucking damage, it's ridiculous. We just, you know, kill her too. So now with their main damage dealer dead, and I mean, my Jax is dead too, and Brahma and I can most assuredly take out everybody else. Twisted Fate survives because he's got a flash, and Nocturne's sort of just trapped in here. He's like, fuck you guys, you're leaving me to my death. So we just kind of beat him to death, you know, with our gigantic fat fists and our tree trunks and stuff. So I don't even know where the fuck Braum uses ultimate right there, but the enemy team gets to escape this. They get to live a little bit longer. So yeah, Maokai is definitely the strongest of the jungle tanks right now. And it's not, I would say, I don't want to say it's because of his kit, because honestly, like, if there was any jungle tank with a perfect kit, it would be Nautilus. It's just Maokai's been bruiserized. He can be fucking considered a bruiser. Okay, wait, hear this fight. I jumped on the Nidalee as Nocturne was using the ultimate. A bit later than his, but still, I already clicked the buttons. So I wasn't there to protect my teammates, and yeah, then we tower dove for some reason. I know I let the tower dove, which is my mistake. So we pretty much get torn to pieces. Nidalee starts just, you know, shredding us, and it all goes to hell. This last part here, though, where the Jax is actually yelling at us, calling us retards. I'm like, why are you calling us retards if you're the one who turned around, tried to fight this, used your leap really early, and then died as a result, asshole? So yeah, they're going for Baron definitely, so we try to go rush there to stop it, but we get there too late, and they secure the Baron. We try to give chase, but of course to no avail. So anyways, if there was a tank, I have to probably give Maokai spot 1 in the tier list. It's not what I want to do, but it's just he's pretty fucking insane right now. It's just like he's a strong bruiser, he's a strong tank, and the support abilities are off the fucking charts right now. It's ridiculous. So he's almost like one of the most overpowered tanks, one of the most overpowered junglers right now. He still has that weakness where he gets his shit kicked in by like Elise and Lee Sin, though I don't quite know after they've been nerfed because Maokai can just walk away from Lee Sin at this point. But damn, like, as soon as it gets to mid-game, shit goes into favor of Maokai big time, as long as he wasn't completely shut down. And late game, it's just fucking dumb. So, Maokai is definitely really strong, and if you want to gain elo, just play Maokai. It's like, if you get 1 kill, you're just already off the rocker. Nautilus, on the other hand, if you're up, I guess, you know, 10 kills, you could still lose, as, you know, shown in my other games. So either way, team fight breaks out, and this time I actually spend my time on my team. I don't go for the kill until, you know, we kill 2 of theirs. I use my ultimate just to stand on top of my teammates and protect their squishy bodies. So we kill 2 of theirs. Talon dies to Nidalee because he tried to fight her 1v1. We get ourselves an inhibitor. Jax tried to stop Nidalee. It doesn't come up too much. So I'm buying Fist of the Ice People, Iceborne Gauntlet, so I can, slap people with frozen tree trunks, frozen wood, hard, stiff wood, right? Okay. Unbeknownst to, the enemy team, they probably can't win any more team fights if they don't kite us. Like, in any team fight that transpires, I'm telling myself, I'm going to stand on top of my Talon teammates and until they fucking get a kill. Like, if they kill Nidalee or Vayne, then I can go chase after the enemy team. But, like, unless they get really bad out of position, like this Nidalee is just pushing it. She's, poking at us, she's shooting stuff at us, and then she gets a little too close. Like, they pull me, they deal damage. Like, she gets a little too close. Come on, where is it? She starts being a bitch. I mean, they keep hooking me, they keep throwing shit at me, but Nidalee here gets close, and I see my advantage. Look at there. I see my advantage. I go in on her, pop my ultimate, so all the damage in this zone is being nullified, and as soon as I get knocked back, I reposition myself to take out this Nocturne and keep him pinned down and fighting on top of my teammates. So as you see, the enemy team engages, I pop my Locket of the Iron Solari, and pretty much nullify a huge amount of damage along with my ultimate. So the enemy team is torn to pieces, Jack surely dies, and with this we're able to push in for the win. Maokai late game is so ridiculous. Back down your ultimate, if you didn't place it correctly, or hell, if the enemy team just avoided it entirely, which was very easy to do, it didn't fucking matter. It was good for sieging, pretty bad for defense. But now it's so beautiful. I love the new ultimate. I love what Riot did, and certainly just sent Maokai to a huge power. Gave him a huge power spike, along with the other changes, of course. But anyways, hooray for Maokai. He's fucking badass. Worship the tree.